You don't lose your progress. You drift back into your old self. And most of the time, you don't even notice it happening. It starts small. One thought, one reaction, one moment where you feel off. And then suddenly, you're right back where you were. Not because you failed, but because you didn't catch it. And I actually experienced this recently. I just had one of those days where it just started off bad, and then it kept going, one thing after another, and before I knew it, the whole day felt off. Just a domino effect. And I stayed in that state for most of the day. Until later that evening, I caught it. And I said to myself, you know what? Let me shift this. So I asked myself something simple. What would my desired life feel like right now? And I started thinking about it. Really thinking about it. And more importantly, I started feeling it. And I noticed something. I started to smile. My whole state started to shift. So I did it again. And then again. And even before I went to bed, I did it one more time. And it really helped. Because the next morning and the next day felt completely different. And the only thing that changed was my state. And this is something really important to understand. When you're having a bad day, when things aren't going your way, when you feel off, most of the time, that's not your future. That's your old programming. It's your old patterns, your old reactions, your old way of thinking, playing out automatically. And if you don't catch it, you just keep repeating it. But the moment you become aware of it, you can start changing it. Because the way you change old programming is by installing something new. New thoughts, new focus, new emotional states. And that's exactly what I did. I shifted my focus. I started thinking about my desired life. And more importantly, I started feeling it. And that's what began to change everything. This is what most people miss. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to stay in the right state all day. You just need to catch it and reset it faster. Because everything we've been talking about, your beliefs, your identity, your actions, your focus, your vision, all of it depends on your state. And your state can change quickly. So the goal isn't to never lose it. The goal is to notice it faster and shift it back. So here's something you can start doing. Throughout your day, check in with yourself and ask, what state am I in right now? And if it's off, shift it. Even in a small way. Take a breath, change your focus, and ask yourself, what would my desired life feel like right now? Because that one question is what I ask myself every day consistently, and it's one of the biggest reasons I'm starting to live my desired life right now. And every time you do that, you're reinforcing a new identity. You're proving to yourself that you're in control. And over time, those small resets become your new pattern. Now, if you want a simple, structured way to stay consistent with this, I put the full system together in my ebook, Mindset Reset System, which you can find below in the description and in the comments. It walks you through how to catch your state, reset it quickly, and stay aligned consistently. Because staying in the right state isn't about being perfect, it's about being aware and adjusting quickly. So let me ask you this. How often do you actually catch yourself when your state starts to shift? And what is one question you can start asking yourself to reset it faster? Drop that in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And if you're enjoying the Mastery of State series, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.